How to succeed in an interview in order to enter one of the best business schools in the world. Many of you know me as a professional keynote speaker about the power of relational intelligence, but I'm also a professor at one of the leading business schools in France, Audencia Business School. And as a professor, we do not only teach, but we also recruit in order to detect the talents that should integrate this place in order to develop them further as bachelor programs or in master programs. So every year, students are evaluated by me and my colleagues. And I wanted to share with you in this video, which are the 5 tips that you should respect in order to succeed your interview, which is valid for business schools, but which is valid as well if you want to enter into companies tomorrow. First, make sure that you leave a good, positive impression. This actually starts when I call the candidate. Usually they're sitting in the aisle on a chair, and I open the door, I call the name, and either I have a very low reaction like, yeah, it's me, or I have, yes, it's me. See the difference? One is giving low energy. The other one is giving already high impact and lets me feel this candidate really wants to share everything they have on their heart. They know and they want to give their best in order to engage not only with me as a jury member or head of jury, but also as a future talent of Audencia Business School. So the first impression is mission critical. You can't imagine how often I see students who say when I ask them, how do you feel? Okay. Well, it's not as good as I feel good. It shows that you are really looking forward to succeeding. Second tip, show in the very first minutes of the interview that you have something unique to say. Uniqueness. Usually I give my candidates about 3 minutes time to say whatever they want to share with me and my colleagues. So make sure that you drop everything that allows us to see you've done something exceptional. You maybe learned something that made you the person you are today. You have traveled the world and that's what made you a very unique profile we want to hear about. Also say anything that allows me then afterwards to ask you questions about yourself. So basically whatever you can share that is not just average, that everybody's doing, but something that makes you a very special candidate that I want to memorize later on. This is what you need to pack into the first 3 minutes. Tip number 3. Well, it's good if you can work alone, if you go into the, let's say, gym and make some weightliftings. But what I want to see is that you're able to work as a team. I want to see that you, as a person, are able to collaborate with other people coming from all across the world with so many different backgrounds and profiles, and that you're not going to be the one that is aside making your own stuff. Okay, so really make sure that you have an argument or 2 or 3 or even more at hand that show that you are a team player, collective spirit, relational intelligence. This can be a humanitarian activity. This can be a sport, a collective sport that you are playing, or that you are a member of a drama group, right? That you're a member of a choir. Everything that shows that you have already experienced the work with other people. Tip number 4, show that you are well informed. We want to make sure that you're not just coming into the interview and then, share with us your motivation, but I want to see where this motivation comes from. Have you already engaged with other people, maybe alumni, former students, before you present yourself? Have you gone onto the website? Have you gone to maybe open door events? Have you mingled with other professors? There's so many opportunities other than just looking at the rankings of a business school that allow me to see, yes, you're really motivated because you know more than what is already on our website. Why not dropping also some striking numbers? Maybe you have read in articles. All these are tools that allow us, jury members, to see that you Yeah, you know about the school, you know about the program you candidate for, or you know about the company that you want to enter. I remember when I was candidating for L'Oreal, this was my very first employer. Well, they wanted to make sure that I already knew about the new product launches, that I was well informed about the L'Oreal values, that I was very well informed about maybe special activities that L'Oreal is proposing to newcomers. So all of those are elements that can be integrated in your preparation. Let me give you a fifth and last tip. Make sure you have a question or two in your backup. And these questions, they should be asked. Why is this so important? It allows the jury member or potential recruiters into your company to see that you have an interest, that you go beyond, that it's not just, okay, I'm in an interview and I get questions and I answer, but it makes you somebody proactive, somebody who is curious, somebody who is interested in knowing more. And this is also a very important quality that we need for young talents when they integrate either business schools or companies tomorrow. So make sure you do not say, by the way, what I often get from students, do you have any questions? Oh no, everything is answered. Well, sorry, this is not how the game goes. Make sure that you have prepared a couple of questions and ask them either during the interview or at the end, because this shows that you have curiosity. You want to know more. It shows you a person that is not just in a passive, but also proactive, curious posture. So prepare your questions so that you're also engaging with your jury. And this makes you a better candidate. These are just 5 tips. I have many, many, many more, which are mission critical in order to succeed an interview for entering a business school or a company. And overall, we as jury members, we want to see that there's a perfect match between you, the candidate, and the values of the school or the values of the company. If the values match, then we feel we have the perfect fit. All in all, it comes down to evaluating your relational intelligence with us jury members, and for us jury members, evaluating with a lot of relational intelligence what is inside of this candidate that makes you the perfect person to enter into the organization that you have chosen and for which you are applying. If you want to know more, I have published a book which is called The Power of Relational Intelligence. And in this book, there are 30 golden rules, so way more than the 5 I just shared with you, in order to learn how to connect with somebody who might evaluate you, who might want to recruit you, who might want to be sure that you are the perfect fit. So the power of relational intelligence in order to perform your next interview and be recruited. And you can find the description of the book and also the link to the Amazon page just below. And good luck for your next interview.